I have to say that my appreciation of Gibson has to be retrospective, because at the time he was a squadron commander, I was a lowly sergeant, and one of his greatest problems was he could not bring himself down to communicate with lower ranks. He could communicate very easily with the higher ups, higher than himself particularly, and with the more senior of the serving officers. But he had great difficulty in coming down to any other level at all. He was the appreciation at that stage. My appreciation at that stage was that he was arrogant, he was bombastic, he was a little man. It's surprising how often little men get that sort of attitude, but one had to accept that at that time he was one of, if not the most experienced bomber pilot in Bomber Command. He'd already done 2 tours, and he'd done a tour on night fighters as well. So he had something to be arrogant about. But I think his true leadership qualities became more prevalent when he joined when he formed 617 Squadron, in that he realised he'd got to get more out of the crews than he might have from a normal squadron. So he calmed down a little bit. I think his true leadership qualities were shown on the actual raid itself, where he made the first attack on the Moan Dam, because that was the only one that was defended. We knew it was defended, so he, apart from dropping his bomb, he assessed the defence at the same time. And then, as he called each aircraft in turn, he flew alongside them to detract some of that defence, which to me says, you're doing this, I'm doing this, we're doing this together. And that to me is the essence of good leadership, leading from the front. He always did. He had his troubles, but in the actual fact, he was a great leader.